Hello, everyone. It's good to come to you through this Monday devotion. We thank God again for His goodness and faithfulness. And as you see, I'm standing outside my house, the street that I live in. And, for the last 2 weeks, we are challenging at church, with this video from our Reach Out ministries on who's our neighbor and how to reach out. And, I thought, let me give a try on finding out, how to probably strike a conversation with some of my people in my own neighborhood. And as I was, kind of watering the lawns as the heat is getting more and more. And 2 days back, as I was watering, and the fourth or fifth neighbor, on my same side, as he was walking, he was trying, I think, going for a walk, and then he stopped by and he says hello, and we strike a conversation, and we asked, what it is and how his life is, and then he said how the house is, and so on, and then we just kept talking, and then I said, that I work in a church. He said, "You are in a church? You're a pastor?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, I go to a church too." And then we began, and then we ended our conversation saying, you should pray. Maybe when things are better, you can come home and pray together. That's probably, I thought probably he was not a believer, and I began to strike a conversation, but thank God he knows God. He's a believer. And 2 days, a week before, I know I was trying to connect with my neighbor opposite. For almost now 7, 8 months, I never had opportunity. I've seen them, and but then I went as I was watering, and he was also watering his lawn. So I said, I should just go introduce myself. I went, and then he said, there was a sticker about our church, Malvern. He said, "You live in the Malvern area." I said, "Yeah, I'm a pastor." "Oh, you are?" And he said, "We lived there for probably 10, 15 years, and we moved here." And then I began a conversation, and I said, "We'll pray for you." And this is how I think we need to find ways to connect with the neighbors. Sometimes it's not easy, but I encourage you, as Jesus asked the right question in Luke chapter 10. Jesus in Luke chapter 10, talks about this parable of Good Samaritan, and we all know that story. And he asks this question, at the end of the story, who is the neighbor? The three people who are walking down the lane, and because one of the men is attacked by robbers, and at the end, it is the Samaritan who goes and helps this man who was beaten up. And then when they ask this question, who is my neighbor, he points out to the Samaritan, and he says, he had mercy on this attacked person. Go and do likewise. And I think we are called to do that. It's not that all our neighborhood is attacked or people are on the road, but we can find ways to connect with our neighbors, see what is their need. Sometimes we have to take an extra effort. So we would encourage you to walk through your neighborhood, find out who your neighbor is, and find connecting ways to minister to them so that Jesus can be found in them, that you can bring a healing to their life. God bless you.